the inaugural opening of Sculpture on Clyde. I'd like to give an initial welcome. To our Mayor Liz Innes, to our patron Terry Snow, to Council Staff Lindsay Usher, Indy Carmichael, basically fundraised by local people, and we were unsuccessful with our grant application, so it really is a local fundraised event. And as you can see, we're using that beautiful foreshore out the front, which is a great public amenity with the sea in the background. And a lot of the artists, when they turned up yesterday morning, were saying, "Wow, I haven't seen a place like this that we've been able to exhibit our art." So we're very lucky to have a beautiful foreshore like this, and we're very lucky that we've been able to utilise it, and I thank Council for allowing that. And we're also very lucky to have this heritage listed facility here, and I'd like to thank Dennis Price, who's representing the village centre, for that. He's donated this space for this event, so thank you, Dennis, for that too.
Fantastic.
This is the core group. Lots of people were involved, and while this was a Batemans Bay Business and Tourism Chamber initiative, it actually involved a lot of other groups. So it was a real community effort, and even within this organising group, actually, I think probably half the members of it aren't members of the chamber. We'll have to do something about that.
For everybody that's going to enjoy these amazing sculptures, I say to all the artists, credit to you all. It is absolutely phenomenal. And as I said to Jess, a small piece of you is now residing in Batemans Bay, and we will treasure that because it brings absolute delight. And you had to walk around today and see little kids just glowing and beaming, and adults and people just going, wow, this is something truly spectacular. So thank you so very much for your efforts. Thank you so very much for bringing this to Batemans Bay. I really look forward to seeing where this takes off in years to come, because you know, this idea of a sculptural walk is something that is absolutely incredible. The day that you'll be able to, you know, take a walk along and all people of all ages will delight in that, I think it's fantastic. So, you know, it gives me great delight to be able to say welcome, and tonight is open.
Initiative and the hard work of the committee, but wouldn't it be nice if we could come down here and just spend an afternoon, or maybe we're a bit quiet, or we've got some time to spare, or even a little bit glum, but we could have some time to walk along this beautiful seascape and see 20 or 30 sculptures. And the more sculptures you have, the better it is. This is one thing that is, a couple of pieces of sculpture are nice, but to make a really solid impact, you need plenty of it. And a challenge of views about how you see it, and I think that you would see along here where the whole town is being a town and focuses on the street, but wouldn't it be good if all those shops on the street focused on the water behind it and the sculpture walk? And I don't know how we're going to do that, but there's clever people in the town planning department up there, I bet you just got the magic in their hands to do it. There he is, look at him. But this would transform Batemans Bay, and it's the same with Bondi. When you walk up at Bondi at the sculptures by the sea, you know, it's a beautiful walk, and to see the surf comes pounding in and you get up to that Marks Park up the top, that's a pretty average park, then it's a good place to run your dog. But when you see it with the sculpture in it, it is just something else. It's transformed. And we could transform Batemans Bay, not only being, as I say, a place to pick up your keys to your rental house, buy your groceries and shopping needs, but to come here and really be uplifted. And I think that in a small scale here today, we've seen just a handful of people, against the odds, do this, and they've done it quickly because they came to see me about it Seems like only a couple of months ago. And here we are. And it's not just a sort of a half-baked thing. This will hold its head up anywhere in Australia. It is fantastic. And it shows you that these sculptors aren't all down here at Bateman's Bay. They've come from Western Australia. In fact, that turtle at the back there came from Western Australia, from Queensland and Victoria. And South Australia.
Tasmania.
Tasmania indeed. And it just shows you that these people are there. And we've got to give them a venue, a platform to operate from, because these people will provide us with a spiritual nurturing that we all need in these modern days. And I think it's fantastic that you've done it. You should be very, very pleased with yourselves. And I wish you all the best for the future, because this is just fantastic. And this separates Bateman's Bay from everywhere else up the coast. Good luck to you.
Terry, for those.
Wow.
Thanks,
Would
David.
you like to say something? Yes.
I always kept secret. I have an accent, so I'll keep it really short.
We'll understand.
I think it's fair to say that we live in a world where not everybody agrees with what is happening around them, or likes what's happening in the world, or accepts that. Why does a footballer kneel before a match, and why does somebody cover themselves in tattoos, and why does somebody create an upside down octopus kissing a boy? But what that means, and the reason why a commercial Philistine would support something like this, is because those things, even though that we don't understand, we know that it means we live in a world that has got love and freedom and beauty. And so that's what we respect, and that's what we appreciate. So to all the artists, and especially this one winning, of course, so thank you for creating that world that we not only want to live in, but the world that we have to live in. So thank you for that. And so the winner, does it say the name on there?
Yes.
I'll hold that.
You can pronounce that name.
So I'll open it. I'll call out the winner, and they give the name, with a go with the accent. So it is number 24 outside, duet, Dora Roggenvolstotter. How did I do, Dora?
They will be surprised actually. So I'll let them know about that. I thought they would be here. So everybody knows, it's called Duet. The piece is called Duet. It's just out there over the road, a bit hard to see now, and it's a lovely piece of. I won't describe it because that won't do it justice. But anyway, it's called Duet. Just